Good morning, Walt Disney World Animal Kingdom. The park opens at 8. It is currently about 22:08. It looks like it's going to be a very, very busy day. We're getting closer. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of an alternate strategy here because I'm not as interested in getting over to Pandora this morning. Biggest thing I want to do is Everest and the safari. Ooh. And I figured if I start with Dinosaur, I can work my way counterclockwise. Tree of Life. Oh, the secret of the whales. I can hear Everest going. We're going into pretty desolate Dino Land. It's still Donald's Dino Bash. It was like 2 years later. Dinosaur this way. The poor meet and greet areas. Now places to eat. All right, a nearly empty dinosaur. Just a bag of bones. It's a blast. Oh, I wish this was like this all the time. These fossils. It's not Jurassic Park.
Live to our control center for a comprehensive safety briefing.
It's just me. We're set to go.
We've got to get in, grab the iguanodon, and get out before the asteroid hits. Let's roll! Now, let's go get that dino. Computer, what are you tracking?
Styracosaurus.
Not our dino.
Warning, meteor shower in range.
Just little one.
Oleoramus. Hadrosaur. Raptor.
Time to get serious. Locking autopilot on homing signal now! Hang on! I'm tracking a big dino on the scope. Could be ours. Computer, full stop. Identify.
Carnotaurus.
Definitely not our dino. Go, go, go! Another big guy coming up. Computer. Slow and identify.
Sauropod.
Still not our dino, but at least this one's a vegetarian.
Asteroid impact in 90 seconds.
We better move it.
Pterodactyl.
Incoming!
Asteroid impact in 60 seconds.
We can't stop now. Keep going, keep going.
Compsognathus.
Computer, what's happening?
Loss of traction.
Four-wheel drive, move it!
Warning, meteor strike.
Evasive maneuver. Left, right, left, right. That was close. Computer, now what?
Carnotaurus.
That's it. Abort mission. Abort, abort.
Iguanodon.
Forget it. Get them out now.
Asteroid impact.
Brace yourself. This is it. They're not gonna make it! They're not gonna make it!
Mission accomplished.
You made it! I knew you would, and guess who made it back with you? I better find him before security does. Thanks for everything!
MVP. Can't beat walk on and car to yourself. Primeval Whirl. RIP. I don't know what they're going to do with this space, because this coaster only took up a very small footprint. So creepy. So creepy. For Primeval Whirl, how fitting. I miss this show. It's so good. I've got a date with a Yeti. Everest, walk on.
It's gonna be so much fun, I promise.
Two out of 3 goals done in the first 30 minutes. Look up there. Just hanging around. Just a little bit of a quiet look at the backside of the Tree of Life. We've made it to Africa. And you know what that means. Safari, 15 minutes. Zimbabwe. Little Red.
You may experience bumps bienvenidos a Kilimanjaro Safaris. Para su seguridad, permanezcan sentados y mantengan las manos, brazos y pies.
Few reminders for everyone. I ask everyone to please remain seated and keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck at all times. Even when we are stopped to take pictures, please do not make any sounds to the animals as we're going to be in their home with the okapi. The okapis are often mistaken to be a relative of the zebra because of those black and white stripes all over their legs, but in fact, they're the only known relative to the giraffe. That is because they have tiny little ossicones on top of their heads, and if they really wanted to, they could clean their eyes and their ears with their tongues. Ooh, doesn't that sound like fun? Coming up right over here to our right side, once again, you'll see these two different antelopes. The darker one is called the bongo, and the tan one is called the greater kudu. The bongo and greater kudu are related to each other by them both having those white stripes in their bodies. The bongos, they're often referred to as a ghost of the forest because they're rarely ever seen, and the greater kudus are the second largest species of antelope in the world. The black rhinos can weigh up to 3,000 pounds, and they can charge up to 35 miles an hour, so they're extremely fast for their size. And it is pretty rare that we've seen 2 black rhinos so far this morning, since there is less than 4,000 of them left in the world due to poaching. They're called a bloat. When you see the hippos during the daytime, you most likely will see them like this over here, sleeping underwater, naturally coming up for breath sweat every 8 minutes or so. And then at nighttime is when they typically travel miles and miles to go feed. These crocodiles have a bite force of 2,000 pounds per square inch. With that, it can crush a bunch of their prey. They can grow up to lengths of 20 feet long, and they are known as big down prey. They're also known as the African painted dogs, but they are not like your dogs at home at all. They are one of the most aggressive and also one of the most successful hunters in Africa. They're even more successful than cheetahs and lions combined. Their average hunting success rate is around 90%, while the lions is around 40%. And how these dogs are so good at hunting, they will just chase their prey down to exhaustion till their prey can't run anymore, and they will always hunt together in a pack. The same animal we found this sign coming in. That is because they're a special type of antelope. Usually when antelopes come face to face with their predators, they run away in fear. But the sables, they'll fight them off and usually win most of the time. And they typically live around 17 to 18 years old in the wild. Once again, to our left side, you see the animal with the large white horns on top of their head. They're called the ankole cow if one, or ankole cattle if many. And you may this termite mound. It must be the same size of a fully grown giraffe. The termites will build these mounds themselves and use around dung, saliva, dirt, sand, basically whatever they can find around them. And when it bakes in the hot African sun, they get to be as hard as concrete. And many animals, such as elephants, will even use them as scratching posts. Great view of the giraffes over here to our left side, including the little baby one that was born in September of last year. A group of giraffe, they are called a tower. And giraffes can run up to 35 miles an hour in short distances, and in long distance, they can run up to 10 miles an hour. Giraffes, they won't sleep all 30 minutes at one time throughout the day. They'll actually break it up, take 5-minute short naps. So most of the time when you see them, you'll see them eating and eating and eating, and then all of a sudden they'll doze off and start sleeping, and then they'll wake up and start eating again. They can also travel up to 1,000 miles at a time, and most of their babies will be born during the nighttime since the darkness will act as cover for them. And also to our right side, we'll see the smaller antelope with the white tummy called the springbok. The springboks can jump 6 feet straight up in the air when they are frightened or excited, and they can leap 13 feet forward while they are running. They're also one of the fastest land animals in the world. They can reach up to speeds of 60 miles an hour. And when they run, all 4 of the hoofs will come off the ground, and that is indeed called pronking. It looks like coming up to our right side, we'll see the African elephant off in the distance. You can tell the African elephants apart from all the other species of elephants by their giant ears. They will flap them all day long when it's hot outside. It helps to cool them off immensely. We'll have another great view of the elephant, but if you look over here to our left side, on top of the rocks and in between the trees are some mandrills. The mandrills are the largest species of monkey in Africa. The males weigh up to 100 pounds, the females up to 30 pounds, and they're also the same animal as Spider Fiki from The Lion King. In a group of them, they are called a troop. And out of their trunks, under their backs under them, and that will also act as sunscreen for them. And it looks like this elephant is all by itself, which is a key indicator that it is a male elephant. That is because during the teenage years, the male elephants will separate from the herd to go live life on their own, and of course they'll visit family from time to time. And the male elephants, they can weigh up to 14,000 pounds, and the females weigh a little above half that. And just around the next corner will be the red clay pits, and they will be on either side of us. That is because in the vegetation they eat contains enough moisture to allow them to do so. And those mud wallows right behind the oryx, it's a great sign white rhinoceros are in the area. In the world, they can reach up to speeds of 70 miles an hour, although they can only run a short distance since their bodies will overheat. It looks like there's a group of them coming up here to our left side walking around. So there's 3 of them. Lots and lots of cheetahs. The cheetah is the only big cat in Africa that purr. They purr just like a house cat, and they're also the only daytime big cat hunter in Africa, unlike the lion, which will come out during the nighttime as they're hunting. Lion roar, their roars can be heard up to 5 miles away, so they're extremely loud when they want to be. And it looks like over here to our left side, we will see the pride of them. So there's 1 male and 2 females. Again, you can tell the difference by the male and the female lion, by the male having a mane and the female not having a mane. The manes are there to protect themselves during battles. If you look right over here to our right side though, there's a little baby ranger running around. It's a little baby 5-month-old white rhinoceros. We'll have another view of them right around the corner, so Kuda Matata. During the daytime, the lion's vision is about the same as ours, but at nighttime, their vision gets 6 times sharper than ours. And he has been loving this weather today. That's because his mane can weigh up to 40 pounds, so that's a lot of hair on his head. So any degree cooler will help him out tremendously. Trying to find some grub this morning to eat. And coming up to our right side, we'll have a great view of the white rhinoceros troublemaker this morning. There he is. It looks like they're heading down that path. A group of rhinos, they are called a crash. That's because they can't see more than 10 feet in front of them at any time. So they rely on their hearing most of the time. That's why you see their ears going back and forth frequently. Right on this side of the outpost, but I promise you on the other side, we will see the horned Nigerian.
Little Red.
The warden and her staff will take care of these goats, and in return, the goats provide milk, which is sweet and nutritious for them.
The car had a plate called Little Red.
There they are to the left. Looks like they're right behind the outpost. They may not seem like it right now since they're trying to find some food to eat, but they are playful and sociable animals, and they love to climb, trust me. They're always on the warden's car and roof back there. Please don't tell the warden.
Oh, the safari was awesome. Now we're gonna go down, see if there's any gorillas home.
They will lead you onto the gorilla.
Oh, the gorillas are out. Oh, look at that baby.
Alrighty, looks like that's enough to keep our line moving consistently on the board, please. And we are going to ask everyone to slowly start making their way consistently down the line on the other side. You are welcome to slowly to get those windows open up. We do recommend video push that you do not miss anything as you are moving along in front of the window. Once again, we are just going to ask you to keep moving consistently in front of the window. Please do not stop. Right there.
All right, so 90 minutes into the park being open. It's getting a little bit more crowded at this point. People have had their Mickey waffles and complained about their Disney transportation being full and not getting them there in time. Essentially anything else I do today is a bonus beyond what I had wanted to do. So I'm going to check out what's happening in Pandora. I'm going to see if the boat ride has a short wait. Navi River journey says 35 minutes. Let's see how long it takes. That never gets old. There's so many interesting vantage points for pictures here. Straight out of Dr. Seuss. There's a light strip in the jungle. Oh, it's a bunny on Easter. It is literally Easter morning and that was a bunny at Disney. So the wait time said 35, it was actually about 30. And away we go, behind some plexiglass. Oh yeah, the line for Pandora now, all the way over to the bridge coming in here. Oh, some characters. It's tough to be a bug. I haven't done this in years, so I'm gonna check this out and then we're gonna relax for a little bit. Maybe see some characters. There's an elephant here. And another elephant. And a lizard. The Dung Brothers. They're my favorite. There's a beetle. A lemur. And we're going in. It's the rock from Indiana Jones. Beauty and the Bees. An auntie. These are very inviting doors. We're coming in. Some plexiglass. And it's wet. So I guess they're still doing the water effects.
If you have more than 4
I gotta put my bug glasses on. We'll see you on the flippity flip. That show is a lot of fun. I actually want to go home and watch Bugs Life again now. And not ants. Alright, I got a little bit of a snack. And I've got a position here. See if there's any characters that may float on by. And here's some come. Just like that. Chippendale.
Explorers, venture to the Discovery River and say hello to some of your favorite pals as they take their dino party into the water.
Uh-oh. Ah, there's another boat coming the other way. It's like boat inception. Here they come. Ooh, the monkeys make a lot of noise. So about 3 hours after opening the line for Everest, it goes all the way through the queue for Nemo now. It is a sign that my time here is coming to a close. To the early bird goes the worm. To those that want to sleep in on their vacation goes the frustration. Alright, Disney, Animal Kingdom. We're getting out of here. It was a pretty awesome trip. I hadn't been back to Animal Kingdom in a long time. And this was a solo trip today because Jess had to work. And Mary didn't want to wake up, and I didn't want to wake her up, so I figured a solo trip, get some Disney in, get some walking in, and we'll get home and we'll celebrate Easter a little bit more as a family later on tonight. But if you celebrate Easter, hopefully you're having a very relaxing and peaceful day today yourself, and before you know it, it'll be Monday morning again for all of us. Thank you very much for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great day. We'll see you guys.